Good day, beloved people. Conquering Hado Camino, speaking on behalf of humanity, for humanity. I left you at the end of part 1 on Removing the Divide, saying I would come back with stuff and literatures. I've been meditating since then, and I think I'll do that in the next one. So this part 2 will look at more of the nervous system and aspects of the nervous system that will let you all see that it is about the breath, and these things about the breath are very much known by the medical establishments of the global health institutions and the pharmaceuticals, and used against you all. So, give thanks for the truth. I will hear, I will utilize. The nervous system. Now, the nervous system is made up of lots of microstructures, and it's the microstructures that give the nervous system its character. So, the density of the neurons, density of glia that provide for efficiency of movement of electrical currents around the body throughout the nervous system. But also mitochondria that provide for metabolism, and astrocytes that provide for nutrients moving around the body and allowing for the neurons to work. Today I'll focus on astrocytes and mitochondria, the two aspects of the nervous system that are very fundamental to how the nervous system works. So mitochondria, what is it? Mitochondria are little tiny particles within the cells that metabolize and allow for the cell to work. Now, metabolism is when it uses glucose, burns glucose for the energy for the cells to use so that they may do what they're supposed to do. And for metabolism to take place, obviously the food you eat, which is broken down into glucose for the mitochondria to use, requires something for it to be burnt. And that requirement is oxygen. Now, when you breathe, oxygen goes through the blood vessels around the body, and the astrocytes move the oxygen from the blood vessels through to the mitochondria in the cells. Now, so at the micro level of the nervous system, you need glucose and oxygen. So glucose is provided from all the carbohydrates you eat. Oxygen is only provided through the breath. Now, if every cell in the body from head to toe requires oxygen to work and function adequately, properly, how important is the breath? Now, astrocytes moving nutrients around the body, including oxygen from one place to another so that the mitochondria may metabolize and the cells may function properly, is not basic, but it is basic to a neurologist, especially those eminent MDs. It's basic to them. And the fact that they do not teach you to breathe properly using the diaphragm, they teach you to breathe into your chest, head up, stomach in, shutting down the diaphragm, opening the foramen junction, where the foramen junction should be closed, your chin should be down, your chest should be down, your stomach should be utilized, and your chest not utilized to get a full plate of oxygen. So for a lifetime of 30% of oxygen in the breath, what is your body going to be like? For a lifetime of no food, what is your body going to be like? The two equate together. So for those who don't believe it's the respiration, the breathing, that's all important, it's where everything begins, take a look at what I'm saying. Astrocytes moving oxygen throughout the body means that the body needs a good, level of iron, because iron within the blood is what allows oxygen to be transported. So many people today are iron deficient. Iron deficient, you're never going to get a full plate of oxygen. But there are many ways to get iron. Seeds, many foods. You don't need a supplement, but I'm not going to cover that today. So, using the respiration, a full plate of oxygen. Full plate of oxygen, the cells metabolize, because the mitochondria can burn all the glucose in the body. The cells metabolize, work, function properly. You get to development. That 9-day cycle of neurons birthing, plasticity to death. You won't have death, or you have very minimal death. They'll move around the body as you utilize that body, especially if you breathe and become meditative, because when you become meditative, the whole nervous system activates. So cells that are produced in the brain, neuronal cells, are moving around and making the whole nervous system more dense, making the whole nervous system more efficient. Imagine a lifetime of a nervous system becoming denser and denser every 9 days. They're going to get heavier, right? I will leave that one there. There's so much more I could say. But either way, astrocytes, mitochondria, the two micro structures within the nervous system that provide for its character, need oxygen and glucose. The breath and glucose are all important. Take a look at this for yourself. So when the pharmaceuticals and the doctors are giving you other things besides teaching how to breathe properly and teach how to eat properly, it's all wrong. Your food should be a medicine, and your breath should be the driving wind that brings the body to full functionality. Give thanks because Ra is the truth and the light. The King is the truth and the light. Oneness and I are one. Beloved people, one love.